could in the chat, specifically the organizers, tell me if sound balance is good. And actually, let me move my microphone a bit closer to my mouth. That may have been a bit loud, I apologize. So if anything needs to be raised or lowered, please tell me. Mic is way too quiet. Alright, I got you. Alright, that should be better. If it's still too, if the mic is still too quiet or game sound too loud, please let me know. Oh, that's odd. Okay. For some reason, didn't detect my first capture card. Weird. Game is still loud. Alright. Actually, Is it good now? Is the sound balance good now? Yes, audio is good. Alright. So, I'm going to start off by making file name. Actually, I'm gonna make it something special. And I'm actually gonna leave it here for a bit because that makes the load times faster. So I will be right back in just a tiny moment.
So, thanks Deathline for the $10 donation. So, Deathline's $10 donation. Deathline donates another $10, and he just says, "Name Frisk Poke Hero." So thanks, Deathline. Thanks for that.
Alright, so now that donation has been read, I may begin my run. Alright, so I'm gonna count myself down. So 3, 2, 1, go. Alright, so this is Super Monkey Ball 2 story mode, all levels. So we're gonna start off here. First thing we're gonna do is we're gonna pause at the very beginning of every level. We're going to pause and hit the retry button. The reason why I do this is that at the beginning of every level there is a short cutscene where it kind of like it kind of spins around the level, just like that. But by restarting, we make it a lot faster, so it saves time throughout the run. And also at the end of every level, we are going to pause again, this time to hit stage select. The reason why is it takes us back to this menu. We can choose the next level a lot faster than if we were to let the replay go through. So now, as you can see, I'm at the beginning of every level. Rather than holding forward, I'm kind of going side to side. Now this is because it is faster. For some reason, when you're going side to side rather than going forward, you actually save time because it makes you move a lot faster. So even though it is not the most direct route, it is the fastest route to go on. So the first level is, or the first world is pretty easy. There's not much to say here. All levels are pretty straightforward. Normally it's faster to start by boosting to the left. Oh yeah, the side-to-side thing is called boosting, by the way. But on some levels we boost to the right because of the way the level is set up. So in this level, rather than holding up left to boost, I'm going to hold left at the beginning. This is that I get a bit more speed, so I can do this trick right here. Use those ramps to go right into the goal. And here, as you see, this level is quite long, but we're going to do a skip to make it a lot shorter. So that lets you finish the level a lot faster. Now, if you've only watched story mode glitched runs, these next two levels are probably unfamiliar to you. That's because in story mode glitched, they use a glitch to skip these two levels, but since this is story mode all levels, we do not skip them. So you get to see every level in story mode rather than only some of them. So on this level, if we go really fast, we can get a cycle skip. It's quite risky, so I probably won't get it, but we'll see. Yeah, no, we're not getting that. You have to go quite fast to make it. It's not very marathon safe, because you have to grind corners in order to do it. And then that is the end of the first world. Next we're going on to the second world, which is Lava Land, or it's actually called Rumbling Volcano or something. I don't know the actual name. I was gonna call it Lava Land. So in story mode, with the exception of World 10, all of the levels are taken from challenge mode, but these levels are different in story mode because the starting platform is a lot shorter. As you can see here, as you see in the first world, the starting platforms were quite long, but in this world they're a lot shorter, so levels are different. And the way you beat them is different, especially on levels like this where there is moving parts. So on this level, we're going to do something new. It is called a pause strat. So at the beginning of the level, I'm going to hold up left until exactly, let's see what frame I get. Alright, in this game, until exactly 58.60. Then we're going to hold neutral. At certain moment, we're going to hold up, and hopefully, close. But basically, if we hold up left until exactly 58.60, or 58.50, or 58.56, then we could do a strat that sends us right into the goal like that. It only works on those 3 frames. Because the timer is very specific, it lets us do lots of strats like that, where we use the exact frame on the timer to do specific inputs. Yes, hold neutral. I love the stages with the shiny objects. Me too. At this level, you normally don't see it in story mode. You don't see it in story mode glitched. So if you've only watched runs of that, this is new to you as well. So we're gonna hit this ramp, and then we're gonna fly through the sky and go into the goal. This trick is a bit difficult, so it might take a few tries. The timing's a bit precise. See, that folder goes up and launches directly into the goal. Here we're gonna go for another pause trick, or pause strat. We're gonna hold up until exactly 57.73, then up left, and then forward. And the moving circle things clip us in such a way that it launches us towards the goal. Final level is pretty easy. We hit that switch to make these things move faster, so we don't have to wait as long in between. And that is the end of World 2. Now we're moving on to World 3, which is this is Water World. So this first level I find it to be really terrible for speedruns because it's kind of luck what happens. Alright, that was good. I got a good hit there. Next, this level, we have to wait for a cycle, so I could do whatever I want at the beginning here. Oh, that's the first death of the run. I hit one of the sides of the little square holes in the ground and it launched me. Collision in this game can be weird sometimes. So I deserve that one. Alright, here we're going to do another boss fight. This one is really cool. So we're going to hold up at the beginning. Till exactly 55.16. Back right, up left, then we're going to bounce off of this and land right in front of the goal. We get, when you hold up until exactly 56.16, or what, actually no, 55.16, then you hold back right and up left. Or when you hold back right, the dribble clips you in a way that launches you towards another one that you can bounce off of, and bounce from that right to where the goal is. That level is very slow if you don't do the pause strat. Because in this level, we're actually going to hold forward instead of boosting. The reason why is if we hold forward, then we can get a clip right here. Ah, I actually held up left a bit too late. Alright, there we go. So we get a clip that gets us onto this platform. Even faster than if we boosted. This level collision can be very annoying. Hopefully it doesn't mess me up. Alright, we good. That was actually pretty fast. Alright, this level has a pretty difficult strat. We're gonna try to beat it very quickly. Nice. So we go off there and then we go right into the goal rather than going onto the circle platforms and progressing slowly. On this level there's also a green goal, which in story mode the different colored goals don't matter. In challenge mode, different colored goals let you skip levels. But we're just gonna go for blue goal on that level because it's faster. Alright, now we're on to World 4. This is also Water World. This is Water World 2. Okay, so sometimes that button right here is supposed to pause the level, or at least pause this goal, but sometimes it just doesn't. And that's what you saw right there. I went right over it and it didn't hit the button actually. So that's how we hold forward. The reason why is because there are cycles here. And if we hold forward, it gives us a perfect cycle to go right through that without getting hit. If you get hit there, it's most size game over. And this level we're also going to hold straight forward because if not, then we get really bad and predictable collision that could send us anywhere. By holding forward, we get that, so we can do this strat. Alright, so on this level there's a very difficult trick that I might get. It's pretty inconsistent. Hopefully I can get it. Ah, didn't get it. You have to like clip. If you clip enough, you can get right into the goal without waiting. We have to wait. It only saves a few seconds. Alright, on this level, we're also going to hold forward, because if not, you get really unpredictable collision that can send you anywhere. So we hold forward, then in the air we adjust to the left, we go into the goal. So this level is very large, also quite difficult for lots of new players. So we're going to fall off to the side here, so that we can get hit by this. Oh, I actually missed it. If you do it right, you can get hit by that a cycle early. We're going to hit by that into the air. I use a little mini map in the bottom right to see where I'm going. So on this level, we're also going to hold forward instead of boosting, because once again, if you don't hold forward, you can get very unpredictable collision that can send you anywhere. The level is called randomizer for a reason. Anything can happen, unless you hold forward. In this level, we're going to do another pause strat. Oh, my cat's in my room. So if we hold neutral till 59.33, we can adjust right here and go into the goal. This level is very big and slow. In story mode glitched, where you can use a glitch to skip levels, this level is skipped. My cat's making a whole lot of noise. This level is skipped because of how large it is, how long it takes to do, and I messed it up. That level is a bit embarrassing to mess up on. It's not a very difficult level, but that's alright. Oh jeez, what is my cat doing? She's breaking something. Alright, don't mind my cat. Alright, in this last level, we're going to hold up yet again and do another pause strat. It still doesn't require a pause strat, but it's quite difficult to do without one. So by holding up till 0.51 and then holding back left, we go right into the goal. My cat's having a grand old time. So in this level, there is a very difficult and inconsistent skip we can do. I will go for it and most likely not get it. No. You can get clipped off of that and then go right up to the platform where the goal is, which saves about, I don't know how much time it saves, probably about 10 to 15 seconds. No, more like 10, I think. Alright, this level, try to do a little boost there, and go off the wall and hopefully, I was trying to fall into the goal, but we missed it by just a tiny bit. But we didn't die, we just landed here, so we, okay, we can go back. Alright, we good. That was a bit scary. On this level, these circles can mess you up, or I guess they're spheres, not circles, but we're good. This level is quite difficult for beginners because it's cycle based, it's kind of hard to keep track, but we have a strat that makes it easy. On this level, hopefully, what I'm going to do is hit this button and then go immediately to the pause button. And that sets it up perfectly for us to go right into the goal. Here we go on this thing, it launches us off and then we go right into this goal here. That goal happens to come up right as we land, so we don't actually have to wait, we just go right in. This level is very slow and boring, and no fun. It's skipped in the glitched category. You can get clips on those edges that make you gain a bit of speed. That was a bad clip. That did not gain me speed. This level has a very large platform. What we do is we go to the end here, go into the warp. Going to the warp takes us to the top of the structure, then we fall right into the wall. Hopefully. There we go. On this level, at the beginning, we wait a little bit so that the cycle is good. Because if we go too early, then we get hit by that rotating thing. On this level, hopefully we get the strat. Because if we miss this strat, we lose a cycle, which loses quite a bit of time. So we need to get onto the wall. Oh, we didn't get onto the wall. Alright, I'm going to try for this backup, but so far it's been going well. Oh, just barely missed it. You want to get up onto the wall so you can kind of like bounce to the end. But I couldn't do that. Instead, we're going to go up on that block, which I'll just bounce in. Alright, so that's the end of Amusement Park Land. Now we're going on to Soup Land. So on this first level, if you hold forward and go here, get a perfect cycle to go into the goal. Also, Originess got the next roll wrong. This level there's a green goal, but we don't go for it because it's a lot slower since it's at the other level. This one's right here. This level is a pretty cool but also difficult trick. What you're supposed to do is supposed to go down these 4, I think, or is it 4 or 5? Several rings, but instead we're gonna go here, bounce off this ring, and go and miss the goal. The trick is a bit precise. Sometimes you can undershoot it like I did, and that time it didn't slow down fast enough. The stairs make the collision a bit weird, because these are stairs, they're not like sloped surfaces. Alright, there we go. Got it. So on this level, if we go forward, then hold upright as soon as we go off the platform, you go right into that goal. If you're a few frames off, you get hit and launched. Normally in challenge mode, you'd see people going, if they're doing expert, you'd see people going to the red goal, and they do this pause buff rig where they go on the thin wire and pause often, like rapid pausing so that they can make precise inputs, but we don't need to do that in story mode. So we just go down and go to the blue wall. This level, we go over to the side here, bounce, and just go right into the top of the goal. I thought I could recover that, I couldn't. Alright, take 2. Whoa, that was weird. I got hit by the edge. Alright, take 3. And there we go. On this level, if we hold forward, then let go at a certain time, we can get a clip that sends us right towards the goal. Like that. I'll have to skip over. Instead of having to go around. And this level has a blue goal and a green goal. Normally we go for the blue goal since usually it's faster, but on this level the green goal is actually faster, so what we're going to do is we're just going to go to the end of this platform and go off, and the green goal is just kind of floating there, and go right into it. This level is very difficult for new players because it's basically luck. You just have to hit one of the switches and hope that it doesn't knock you off the level. I know which switch doesn't, so I can go in easily. And this level can be very mean to you because the way, depending on how good your wall boosting is here, can change the level dramatically. Sometimes you can get sometimes you can get really bad walls and you don't even make the cycle. Sometimes you can get walls that are too good and it launches you very high in the sky. How much per death? Think about it. Alright, so now we're in Asia Land. So first level. There's what you can do here is go really fast and skip a cycle, but it's quite difficult and also not very marathon safe, so we're just going to take it slow and lose a cycle here. You can make it over there, but it's quite difficult. And, oh, well, okay. I guess we're gonna lose a few cycles. My bad. What happened there was I missed the platform and fell. But it wasn't my fault, it's obviously the game's bad collision. This level is very easy, probably shouldn't be this far into the story mode. It's an incredibly easy level. It's also an expert for some reason. You know, it's just a really easy level. Alright, so here we're going to try to do another pause strat. It's one frame, so if we don't get this frame, then we can't do this strat. Alright. So by holding 4 until exactly 56.55, and then holding it upright, we get a clip that could take us right into the goal. Instead of having to like ride this elevator that goes up, then jump, and going off of it, going towards the goal. We kind of hit the switch and just go around the edge. These dominoes are falling, but it's quite easy to get to the goal before a domino falls. This level can be very scary if you get hit, because it's quite unexpected and very fast. Gives me a mini heart attack every time it happens, but we seem to be good. You have to stay in the middle of these paths, because if you don't, you'll get hit by this moving object. So here we're going to do a pause strat. What we're going to do is we're going to do nothing until exactly 59.61, then we're going to hold forward. And by doing that, we get perfect cycles to go right into here. Normally you go right into the goal, but I kind of messed it up, so I still made it. Didn't die, so that's good. If you don't do the pause strat, the level's incredibly slow. You have to just go down every one of those squares individually. It takes a very long time. You could also do, I got 0.61. That you could also do 0.60, but it's arguably more difficult. If you know the strat, it's not too difficult, but it's still not as easy, and it works a bit differently. But 0.61 is the frame everyone knows. It's been around for a very long time. If you run this game, you have to do that strat, because not doing it loses probably about 40 seconds, 30 to 40. Loses a large amount of time. So this level, you're supposed to go down each of these boxes individually, but instead what we're going to do is just kind of go off here, fall down here, and there's a goal. On this level, there's a very difficult, or a pretty difficult and inconsistent strat that I might get. I'm going to pause buffer there. The reason why is I can see what collision I got and know if I can go for a strat, which, as you can see, I did. But I messed it up a bit at the end, we still got it. So instead of having to go on each of the rings individually towards the other side of the stage, we can simply use that ring to launch us to the end. And on this level, we're just going to hold straight forward. For some reason, if you just hold straight forward at a level, you go right into the goal. These things move really fast, you could easily get hit, but by holding forward, you just go right through. Alright, so that's the end of Asia Land. Next, we're going to move on to... I actually don't remember where we're moving on to. We are moving on to... Oh yeah, we're moving on to Clock Land. Or I guess Factory Land. Yeah, it's more like a factory. So this level, these things can hit you. So that's why you stay on these paths and try to go in between the things that hit you, so we don't get hit. There we go. On this level, we're going to do a pause strat. If we hold neutral until 0.85, 0.83, then hold up, you get good collision to go right into the goal. The reason why is when you fall in, you have a certain amount of speed, and as the frames go by, you start losing that speed. So, and at 0.85, 0.83, you have the perfect amount of speed to just go towards the goal. Here, we're also going to do pause strat. By holding neutral to 15.33, then holding up, we get hit by that, and it launches us towards the goal. It's a pretty cool strat. This strat is quite difficult. It'll probably take me a few tries. It's infamous for killing runs. what we want to do is we want to get clipped here and then bounce off the moving platform and go into that green goal. There's also a blue goal, but it's very slow. Wow, that was so close. That wasn't the normal strat, but I actually almost got it anyways. That was the IL. Oh, there we go. Nice. That level is very difficult for beginners. Here these things rotate and they tilt when you go on them. We just kind of hit off them like that. Go into the roll. Here we're going to try to do another pause strat. It is 2 frames, so it's different than the others. Ah, we missed the first frame. You have to hold up left to exactly 59.93, but I missed it, so we can't go for it. So it's going to do it normally. Missing a frame doesn't lose too much time. It's no big deal. This level is very slow and boring, and if you mess it up it really sucks because you lose a lot of time. You just have to make sure not to hit these bumpers. You also have to make sure not to go too close to the edge, because if you do then you'll roll off. There's a green goal on this level, but we don't go for it since this is story mode and what kind of goal we get doesn't matter. So we clip off the end of that platform, which launches us up to here. And then these are trampolines, so they launch us up when those moving bars reach the end of the platform. Here we're not going to boost so that we get a good cycle. By holding forward and going here, we get a cycle to make the level a lot easier. But I messed up anyways. You're supposed to clip at the end there, but I missed the little edge that you clip on, so I just kind of rolled off. There we go. That's what's supposed to happen. And finally we have linear seesaws. All the levels in this world are from Expert, except this one's from Beginner Extra. For some reason, the way the story mode levels work is each world is 10 levels from either Beginner, Advanced, or Extra. But since in every world there is one, or in almost every set of 10 levels there is one level that is a bonus, and they don't put that in story mode, so instead they just take a level from Beginner Extra and put it in there. Alright, so now we're on to Spaceland. We're going to start off by going to the red goal by just falling off the platform there. So this level is it's very difficult. In fact, when I first started, I had to pause buffer this level just to make sure I got it. But now I'm a professional speedrunner, so it's become easier for me and I no longer need to buffer. For some reason this level has one of these long starting platforms when the rest don't. Oops, I went a bit too fast. Went a bit too fast and hit the party ball instead of going through tape. It's called getting party balled. Okay, this level also has a long starting platform, never mind. Actually, now I think of it, all of them do. I don't know what I said earlier. We're just gonna, normally you're supposed to like go up and down each of those individual, I guess ramps, but we're just gonna bounce in right through. This strat is quite difficult, or at least difficult for beginners. We clip off of the ramp there, and if we do it well, it launches us directly to the goal. So in this level, we're gonna try to do some cycle skips. Hopefully I can get them. I'm going a bit too fast here, so I'm gonna need to go on the outer edge. Nice, got both the cycle skips. Oh! Well, I got both of the cycle skips, but I didn't beat the level. We got close though. Alright, this time, we'll only get one. And this time we'll beat the level. Promise. There we go. What happened there is I got hit by one of those spinning bars and it launched me off the stage. And this level I really don't know what to do. I kind of just winged it every time. Ah. Okay, we went by the goal there. We were going a bit too fast, so we couldn't slow down in time to go into the goal. This level is quite confusing because you don't really see what's going on. You're kind of just rolling around. Alright, there we go. On this level, we're just going to hold forward so we get good cycles. By holding forward, just kind of adjusting to the left here. Get hit by this and send us towards the goal a bit faster. If we boost, the cycles are bad and it makes it a lot harder to beat the level. We're getting a little speed clip here, we can do the level a bit faster. Oops. So by holding forward there and then letting go of the analog stick, as soon as you hit the ground, you go right into the goal. The goal is moving around really quickly, and it's a bit hard to get into if you don't know what you're doing. Alright, on to the final world. This is called Battery Land. So these are all levels that you don't see in challenge mode. These are story mode exclusive. If you've only watched story mode glitched runs, a lot of these levels will be new to you because in story mode glitched, 5 of the levels are skipped. The reason why is because a lot of these levels are really long and slow, so I just skip them instead because it's faster. But since it's story mode all levels, we can't do the skips, we have to do everything. And I went off a bit too early there. This is one of the levels that skipped in story mode glitched. What we gotta do here is fall over here, hit this switch. Next, we're just gonna go back here. It helps with timing. And turn around. Hit off the switch and go over here. Hitting that switch raises the platforms so that we can finish the level. If we didn't hit that switch, I think this platform right here wouldn't be raised, and we wouldn't be able to get over here. And this is the path that goes to the goal. As you see, it's a very slow level. It's also kind of boring. Next, so we just kind of hold forward. We go into the air, hold left. Gets us right into the goal every time. Pretty easy. This level has a whole bunch of blocks here. I guess you're intended to follow them, but we don't do that, so you just fall down right over here and go into the goal. This strat is a lot to explain. We're gonna go back here. We're gonna wait right here until exactly 56 on the timer. Then we're gonna go forward. And by timing it correctly, we get a clip that launches us right towards the goal. The timing is quite precise, which makes that strat a bit difficult, especially for new players. Here, what we're gonna do is we're just simply gonna go over here. We're not actually gonna do the intended path. Instead, what we're gonna do is, normally the intended path, you go up here, then you go left and follow the path. But instead, what we're gonna do is we're gonna hit off that wall, and using speed from that, we're gonna clip over this hole, and that skips a large portion of the level, so we can get to the goal a lot faster. Have to go right in between those edges, and the goal is right here. This level is pretty not good, in my opinion. For some reason, on a very large base platform. I don't know what the reason for that is. But the level is just a lot of stairs. And in a game where you play as a circular object, that's not very fun. So we're just gonna kind of go up these stairs here. The first ones we're able to kind of clip on, but these you have to roll up the stairs slowly. No! Oh, that's really unfortunate. I got a clip there that launched me in the opposite direction from the goal, and I fell. Hopefully that doesn't happen this time. Alright, I got stuck there, so I need to go off and get some more speed. That's another annoying part of this level, so you get stuck on the stairs and you have to like turn around and go back to get more speed. Alright, there we go. Now we go on to Revolution. Revolution's pretty easy. We just go here. Then we get onto this little support beam, I guess. This little beam here. And it rotates, and the goal, which used to be upside down, is now right side up when we go into it. Invisible. This level is definitely strange. So, when we hit this button, that big word that says invisible appears, but it kind of moves towards us, but a lot of the squares become invisible, so you can't see them. When you're casual, this level can be quite difficult, or not casual, just a new player. But we've now learned the route. And I'm also going to try to do a little skip here. You're supposed to get a clip there in between two invisible blocks, and it kind of sends you over a hole, then into a later part of the level. So it saves a few seconds, a decent amount of time. So we're going to try that again. The strat's not too difficult. It's kind of weird since there's a clip on two invisible blocks, so you can't exactly see where you're going. Dang. There's a clip right off an invisible block there. Kind of, if you don't know what I'm doing, it kind of just looks like I'm falling off the level for no reason, but what I'm actually trying to do is hit off an invisible space to send me towards the goal. That was close. Alright, let's try one more time. We arrived to the edge there so we can get more speed. It is not a very easy strat, but I think I can get it. It's not too difficult, I guess. I'm just getting kind of unlucky here. This level is made easier for new players by knowing the fact that it spells out invisible, so you kind of figure out where to go. Alright, there we go. So we get that clip over one hole, get another clip over the next hole, and we can go into the goal. Alright, and this is the final level. If we hit the switch, we can do a faster strat, but hitting a switch is kind of random. Alright, we hit it, so we're going to do a cool fast strat here. Sometimes saves a few seconds, other times it saves little to no time. Depends on what you get. Alright, so that time didn't save much, and that is the run. That was the last level of World 10. 39:16, not a bad time. Sub 40. So now we're gonna watch this cutscene. So I skip a lot of the cutscene, but I guess I can explain what happens here. So Dr. Badboon, which is this monkey right here, he's upset at II and the gang. I don't know why, but he is. So his plan is to make all bananas taste like curry. And he made this big machine to make all the bananas taste like curry. But II and the gang, they come along and they ruin his plans by destroying his big curry cannon. And then Monkeyville is saved because the bananas taste like bananas and not curry. It's a very heartfelt story. So all four monkeys are actually in this game, but in Stormbreaker only plays II, which is why I didn't play as Baby, even though it was the winning banana or the winning monkey. It's finally ready. All I have to do is shoot the beam. But then I and the gang come along, and they fly right into the beam. By flying right into it, they destroy it. And then I and the gang fly away before it explodes. But Dr. Badboon and his assistant are fine. As you see, they're just kind of flying through the sky. I agree, still has more depth in Twilight. See, Monkeyville, everyone's kind of down. I go to the sky. What do they see? They see Dr. Badman's assistant falling from the sky, and then they crash to the ground. So you may think they're hurt since they fell from space, but no, he's fine. He may have a few bruises, but he's good. Then I again do their special satanic ritual. Magical spell is EE poo. And someone takes a photograph of them. I believe that is all. And then there's just a credits game, which is pretty boring. Alright, so that is it for Super Monkey Ball 2, story mode all levels. We hope you enjoyed the run. We're going to go into intermission right now, but I am going to be back with another run. This time, it's going to be a different game. Actually, never mind, there's another cutscene. I forgot. My bad. Alright, we're going to watch this. So, I and the gang, they're all hanging around. They saw Dr. Badman's maze, those are the levels. We defeat Dr. Badman, starts him right. Then Gong gets very excited. And look at the sky. Bananas! Oh, what's happening? Look at all the— oh wow! Look at that, bananas are falling from the sky. So what happened was Dr. Badman stole the bananas so you can turn them into curry, but since I and the gang defeated Dr. Badman, all the bananas have returned back to Monkeyville. And they all have a great time. Alright, now we're going to name the file. There we go, second place. Nice. Alright. And that is all. So now that we have finished that, we're now going to go into intermission, and then we will return with Sonic Adventure DX.